Boom, bam, just like that. Another episode of Industrial Strength Dopeness, where we bringing you the highest level of dopeness in humanity on the earth, creation, the highest peaks, man. We talking Kilimanjaro and all that. Like I keep telling you, the highest peaks, man. Dopeness, the greatest people, the greatest conversation, man. It's just what we do. It's just how we live. It's an everyday thing. It's a lifestyle, man. Today we blessed with the presence of an incredible innovator in the pastry game, an innovator in the cannabis game, somebody that's out here pioneering in the vegan space on other levels, who's a force in London and throughout the world. This gentleman right here understands the frequency of the universe. He's tapped in on all of the levels with the ancestors, and he's moving forward with a powerful intention and making a huge impact. Welcome, the wizard, owner, operator, creator of Organic Liberty, the world's first organic patisserie in London, England. Peace, brother. Welcome.
I appreciate that 100%, man. That's so love. Man love for all the way, bro. I really appreciate it. It's a pleasure to be there with you, man.
That's
Salute you
good,
for
bro.
all you're doing.
Thank you, man. Full salute, man. Full salute to you. We're gonna kick this off just like we kick every other episode off, and we're gonna ask the same question we ask every guest. So that is, if you hit the studio, a music studio right now, and made a song about your morning this morning, what would the title of that song be?
Sheesh. This one is one. It's a heavy one. Crazy stuff. Um, I'll
It's all
say, I'll
good,
say,
man.
say again. I'll say
I'll go.
international morality.
International morality.
You get me?
Ooh, that's
Yeah.
fire.
And world
That's a great.
citizenship. That's how it would be.
Ooh. International
Definitely,
morality.
that's how it would be.
Yeah, with the like subtitle, international citizenship.
It's a
Ooh,
long
that's
one,
all.
but a
Nah, that's
powerful
dope.
one
Nah, it's
still.
all good. It's no right or wrong to what the title would be, man. Yeah, it's all good. International morality. Dope title. Here's how the show works. We're gonna kick it and have a regular conversation. Anywhere in the conversation, if you can organically, naturally, without forcing it, slide in that song title into the conversation. Every time you do it, we'll donate 1% of the monetization from this clip to your favorite charity.
That's love, man.
So
That's
boom,
big
up
what
to
you're doing,
10.
man.
Yeah, it's love. That's how the show works. And then at the end, we're gonna pitch it as a big movie concept, as a movie pitch on the spot. But we'll talk about that later.
Mm.
Let's kick it off right now. Boom, bam, international morality. That's what we're looking to slide in naturally. You never know it could happen. People, we get caught in conversation and you forget, right? So that's why it's part of the
Mm-hmm.
fun. That's
Facts.
why it's part of the fun, right?
Facts. That's me. You're already talking about me
Yeah,
there.
yeah, man.
Mm.
So I
Let's
want
do
to
it
kick
still.
something off. Yeah, it's love. Let's kick it off like this,
Mm.
right? Let's really tune in right now. Peace, my brother. Could you? I'm gonna name three hip hop artists, and I want you to describe each one as a pastry. Like, what pastry would this
As a
artist be?
pastry.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So
Let's do it.
let's start. Let's
Let's
start
hear
with
it.
Erica Badu.
That's a deep one. Badu,
That's cool. Yeah,
pastry.
take your time. Here, think on it, man. You the world famous, man. You got this. Yeah, no
Yeah,
rush.
that's the thing, man. That's still, but that's what I'm saying. Badu is a difficult one still, you know. She got different layers, bro, for real.
Ooh, okay, so we're
So,
starting there. It's some layers. Yeah, I like that. Okay.
um, yeah. I will call it. I will say millefeuille, definitely, because I said layers. It's layers on layers. I will call it a millefeuille. Yeah.
Mm. Okay. Yeah,
That's how
that's
she will
dope.
be.
Shout
Yeah,
out to Pisces
yeah.
Queen, man. Yeah. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do scissor.
Queen of Millefeuille.
Mhm. You heard me on the scissor one. You thinking? Damn, I should reconnect again. Hmm.
Say it louder.
You can hear me? Okay. Yeah. My bad. I
Now,
guess I
yes.
got some bad signal or something. It's all good. All right.
Okay.
Two more. Next, scissor.
Well, um, a Black Forest.
Mm. Okay. Dope.
A
Dope.
Black Forest.
And what about Dochi?
Mm-hmm. Mm. This one is difficult, trust me.
Nah, it's all good. We just having fun, man. I'm just kicking it off. Like,
Eclair. An eclair. Dochi will be an eclair. That's the one. The eclair is
and
the
eclair.
long one, the French one. Then you put like the coffee or whatever flavor on top of it. You see, like a designer clothing and such and such. But yeah.
All right. Dope. 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 We'll have to make a little limited edition menu, man, with each of these items. You know what I'm saying? For some kind of
Oh,
collab, man. Erica Badu,
that's
if you hear
me.
this, let's do the collab.
That's
Dochi, let's
yeah, yeah,
collab.
yeah.
The pastry collab. Sizzler, let's run it. So I'm wondering, my brother,
Fish
do you
curry.
remember? Say
Uh,
again?
carry on, carry on. You saying?
Yeah, no problem. Do you remember the first time you heard the phrase compliments to the chef? And they was talking about you.
Oh man, wow, you're going deep still.
That's all good.
I don't have the full memory about of it, to be honest with you, in terms of probably it was one of my staff still. Because sometimes I having like some girls for 1 day shift and they come in my event, private event, cannabis to see the beauty of and how clean it is as a Rastafarian, you see? Because the way I'm from is just like I'm from the mods, the real mods. But to see the evolution and how I can elevate everything people don't understand. It's different frequency. So
Martinique?
I can't really remember, to be honest. I will say because basically I'm not even a chef in terms of like I've got no study to be a chef. I haven't been in no school to be a chef. That's another things I think people don't understand. Because even myself, in terms of like, I just do it because I'm a hustler. You see. So when I came in London, it's a long story because I couldn't speak English. That was the way I couldn't hustle, and that's why I found my path because I have some bases due to where I'm from, like from the Caribbean, the ghetto, the gang banging, the countryside. You see, like I've seen stuff, and to be able to survive in London, I mean, real survive in London. London is not easy, you know. So you gotta be first, do good at something. You gotta be good at something. So to say compliment to the chef, I'm telling you, I will say straight away, like probably 6 years ago. But me, I just like in a manner level, you see. But yeah,
Hmm. How long did it take you to get established in London?
how long
Hmm. Like just set
to
up
be
shop.
fast?
Like,
Talking about myself, it took me basically. I came in London. It took me 2 years to be able to speak English, do something, understand the society. Is so I will say after that, the first business I opened, it was a small little store. It was after a year, basically, and then to go bigger, to try to do something like events, stuff like that. I will say it took me probably 6 years, basically. But I was still grinding, doing different things, learning, doing events, but small stuff, pop up, like try to understand the industry. That's the thing. Because everybody can do something, but to understand the industry and to do business is another game. And especially now you got social media on top of it. It's another. You got to be on your grind. So
For real.
knowledge is everywhere. Knowledge is really important. What matter you from, knowledge is really a key, man. Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, you definitely pushing forward too in the vegan space. I know that, the vegan lifestyle is very important to you and what you create and ethical, organic, you know, alignment with different farmers and no multinational conglomerates, and all that. So can you talk about, that a little bit, that challenge
Yeah.
and your heart in that?
That's a big subject, really, to be honest with you, because in the vegan space is big, is close to the music industry without being music, especially the black in people in the music industry. You see, because you need to compete as the big business, like multinational business, in terms of and it's a new. I will say it's a new stuff. It's a new way. You've
Mm,
been there long, long ago, but people didn't know that much at that time. You see, so coming from past, being more than 10, 20 years vegan, is beautiful still to see that. To be honest with you, to see
mm,
like people start to wake up is the same as cannabis. So basically, cannabis industry for me is aligned. You need to understand when you did those businesses is aligned, but at the same time, you got the backlash for the vegan, you got the backlash for the cannabis because you posting, you banned, like you got always some gray area still. But
mm.
in terms of like promoting is the hardest part, I would say. You see, like because it's a new game, because people
Right.
just not is not about like just testing your food only. You need to show
Mm,
it in social media. Like people need to believe and to see from sitting down from their sofa or their couch at home. They want to before to. But then the advantage I managed to get is like the underground society, you see, because I
mm.
managed to build like that kind of trust in a way by working. Like I'm doing a lot. Like then I love
Yeah, I
what I'm
see.
doing. That's the power. That's the power of it. That's the patience. Like I'm telling you, coming from I had no knowledge of culinary, of food, of management style. Is a study
Mm,
every single day by doing and learning, going to search the knowledge, paying for traveling to go left, right. Because basically, I'm from a Caribbean island called Martinique, which is a French colonized Caribbean island in the Caribbean Sea, alongside St. Lucia, Jamaica, Barbados. So I speak French as well, but I speak Creole. And then now I speak English. So it's like I have like three life in one.
mm.
So
That's
it
awesome,
allowed me
man.
to open
As
my
far as
eyes.
elevating yourself and
So
continuing to
so
grow.
yeah, everything I've been building is just by myself. So if you pay attention, like most of the time you need to study. I haven't been to school. I haven't been doing marketing. I haven't been. I just like, but I'm doing my own study basically. If I need to
Yeah,
learn, I'm taking. I put all the effort to learn to conquer where I need to go to. But it's a knowledge I try to give back still as well. Because if we were talking, we starting to talk about veganism. A vegan basically, for me, is humanoid. Human was designed to eat like Aital food. That's the way I call it. Aital foods means like clean, electric food coming from the grass. If you pay attention, like if you connect to all the elements, nature, wind, you feel that. Same as music. Same as the element of the universe itself. See, like we don't see the wind, but you still feel it. It's the same.
right.
People just people don't we too much on the surface. Just because we see someone on Instagram or TikTok, we believe like we know the person. We too much on the surface. We need to type or tap deep down and to understand about stars. So
Absolutely.
by doing that, he allow us to know ourselves, to know like our health, the way you eating. If, for instance, you feeling bad, you feeling bloated, what's doing that in your body? Your body talk to you. Doesn't have to have a mouth, make a sound. You need to understand it. So personally, vegan is really important for the society. To be honest, for you, in terms of like it's a cleanse as well. It's cleansing from cancer, especially right now. But if I may say, nowadays you need to pay attention of there is vegan, there is so many title.
Mm.
So you got like me, I call it ital food, which is clean, yam, plantain, beans from the grass, no process. Because you got like vegan, which is processed. Because again, this so is a money grab now. Every shop you go in right
Right.
now, you just you just put vegan on anything. You just add like a
Right. So
$1, $2 on anything. You have like a packaging, cannabis packaging, you put vegan, just put $10 extra. So you see, like people, so you should know where you're at, basically. Oh yeah,
yeah. You think the
vegan for me is
biggest
like is
misconception?
still like.
No, go
Say
ahead.
again.
Do you think the biggest misconception about vegan lifestyle is that you don't get enough protein from it?
Oh yeah, that's lack of
That's
knowledge.
it. Right.
Like the same thing they say, like hip hop started like is about like clashing people, looting or whatever. You see, like when you don't know, especially in Western country, is a fear. They don't know how the youth gonna react. So it's better to put up bad propaganda to stop them. To try, should I say? Well, yeah.
Yeah, that's
So
real.
definitely, it's just like vegan is just, as I said, you shouldn't. You better know. Not you don't have to believe. You better know. You do your research. If we have the accessibility, so it's kind of easy right now. The good people
That's,
don't even have any more time to talk too much. So
that's real. Yeah, that's real. I see you also, Organic Liberty is zero waste with their events and stuff like that. What is that in terms of like, how does that, what do you feel about that and why do you incorporate
basically,
that?
say again. What do I feel about?
Obviously I know why you're doing it and I respect it. So I'm just wanted to talk about that zero waste element, that component It's tied into everything you do.
Mhm. But zero same as the cannabis, same as the plant. The plant has everything in it in terms of like recycling from worms. If I'm talking about my business in terms of like this, is I started farming. For me, chef is secondary. People will tell me,
Mm.
as you said, like thanks to the chef, complimentary for the chef, but that's secondary. For me, the most important is how you know about your products and the product coming from the land. The
Yeah,
land's
I want
always
to
good
talk
first.
about
If
your
you know the
farming.
product, if you know how to plant it,
Yeah.
it's about farming, knowing the plant and something like that. So for me, that's the element. That's we should be in every school. Even more hours than any going to math, English classes. That was supposed to be in every school. How to plant. That's important to all of us. So basically, by knowing this, it allowed me to understand more the product, how to use it, the taste, when to use it, you see, and why to use it.
Mm.
Because like even on my pastry, so that's why as well. Nobody like really tap in those kind of things. They mainly on the French part, because French is an institution. They establish a path, and people believe he's the path. Because they manage to brainwash in a way everybody. When you heard I'm going to Paris, everybody is happy. But I know Paris. I know what is mean behind Paris about colonized people. So,
Mm.
so basically, coming from that
Right. Right.
is
You know.
is a different way of seeing stuff. You know. So again, by farming, it allow me to use it to do eventually different type of pastry, but as fine as the French you will find on the prettiest hotel, 5 star in Paris. But I might use superfood, which is in the same beauty of the pastry. You will have the the eventual protein. There is some product, some pastry I do as protein as hemp. Um, I use acai. I use a lot of like indigenous product which is not really well known right now on the market. You know, can you still hear me?
Right. Yeah.
All right.
I'm with you. You
So,
know what I'm curious
so,
about is like. Oh, continue. Go ahead.
so it's the same as food. Exotic food is like it's just me. I've been built up like this because I'm coming from the countryside in terms of like how to go using the moon, all those kind of things like that. So the taste, same as now we're working on flavor, exotic flavor in cannabis. It goes together. Like at the end of the day,
Mm.
you have to pay attention. You tap deep down a citrusy, lemony flavor, which is terpenes. If is a zest of any key lime. But people really don't really understand. They're just doing it because they've been taught by doing it. They don't try to
Mm.
understand what's going behind using a key lime zest or orange, and in the same time, that's what give us like um some nice like shrub terpenes or etc. You see what I'm saying? So
Mm.
I think like is it can be difficult even in those in the Caribbean island still as well. Because if you go in deeper, if you pay attention, you never see too much black Caribbean restaurant having 3 Michelin stars.
Mm.
You can pay attention. It's just because the institution, the study, who own in the industry, how to shape the industry, they have a standard. Simple as that. When you're going to put like a diesel with pink guava, for them it's gonna be too flavorful because they used to and they like their apple or orange. I'm going deep still, but yeah.
Always, yeah, it's all good. I find it funny. I find it really funny on a side note that like the culinary standard is set by a tire company's, like rating system. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
for a travel, it was part of like a travel guide for the tire company to promote the tire company. So it was like that's a funny thing to me. The Michelin star.
Say it again.
I was saying that the concept of the Michelin star has always been funny to me, like that the culinary universe is dictated by the rating system of a tire company that created it as a promo to promote their tires, like different restaurants to go see because they wanted people to drive to the restaurant, so they have to buy more tires the more driving they did.
Yes, exactly. But it's deeper than that still. In term
Mm.
of, it's still deeper than that in term of like, he still control most. If you the most best well-known chef, they study in France, cause that's kind of like they give you approval. That's how they keep you into their standard. That's what I was saying earlier on. If, for instance, like you need to go through a pattern. You need to be like a sous chef. Sometimes you start as a kitchen porter. It's a deep and difficult industry. By the way, it's a painful. It's like a, if people call it with new words, if I may say, is a toxic industry in a way. Because now
Mm.
everything is still fake. Everything is like fast food. Even the best restaurant you call right now, they're using, for instance, microwave because they need to build the money. More people, 5 minutes you have your food.
Right.
Where is it coming from?
Scale up.
There's so much being like into the industry people doesn't know about, you know. But that's why, for instance, I keep it simple. I said I eat all. And when you know, you know. I'm not pushing it. I stay in my standard. I'm doing like no extra. I do what I need and I have to do. And if you need to know, you will know. That's simple as that. Simple.
In the same spirit as what you spoke about, like learning to farm like to the moon in sequence with the moon and all that kind of stuff. Is there a particular music, like you know how they say people play music to plants and the plants react to the music just like humans do, the frequency? Is there a particular music you feel is the best music to create pastries with?
It's cutting out now. Yeah, the lines
Uh,
start to cut out. Can you hear
hold
me
up,
now?
it's reconnecting. Hold up, I can hear you. You can hear me?
Yeah, now. Can you repeat, please? Thank you.
Yes, sir. No problem. In the same spirit of
Anyway.
you, you got me. You hear me?
Mm-hmm.
All right, cool,
Yeah, yeah,
cool.
yeah.
I'm gonna edit
Yeah,
all
yeah,
this
yeah.
up now.
Let's
I'm
go.
gonna edit this episode up. It's all good. Um, in the same spirit of learning to farm in tune with the moon and that exact energy and how people play music to plants and the plants respond just like humans respond. Do you feel there's a particular music that's the best music to create pastries with?
That's a big shot. Um, I won't say that. Probably I don't have the knowledge to respond that question, but I will say a different. I will respond it differently. Is the person who make the pastry. So
Mm.
basically, everything is
Oh, for
about
you.
vibing. The person
Yeah.
frequency. So the person who make the pastry, depend of his vibes, you will feel a difference. You will. feel an attraction to it. Like depend of how he's doing it with kind of love. And plus, if you're doing listening music on the vibes, you might listening to whoever Tupac music. You is what allow you to do this work, if I may call it, and how much love you put into it.
Mm.
Obviously, patience comes with it, but is that's the only way I can say to answer that question. Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. It's a frequency, man. It's a vibe for sure. Yeah, it's if there was like a pastry, if
Mm.
you could, if you had a pastry Hall of Fame, what do you think? What would be the pastry you feel is like you want to immortalize the pastry forever?
I heard you. Say it again. If I was a page, say it again. That one.
A pastry Hall of Fame, like what do you think is the best? Like a pastry that you feel is so great it
Oh,
should
I
be
see you.
immortalized.
Man, this one is crazy, but I think I will still say a croissant.
Le croissant.
I will fuck it, bro. For real, yeah. Cause it's just like again, it's like I've been doing that by hand for a purpose. For a
Mm,
purpose. There is a different vibration. Nobody does that anymore. Old, very old school 80s do is like after the guy was doing like handmade bread, handmade everything is like as they say in Spanish, máquina. Everything is like máquina right now, for real. Like
mm,
so, when you do something handmade, there is a story to it. There is a vibes. There is a love. There is a passion. Man, it's positive vibration, higher frequency. You see, it's a human beings doing it for you. Psh, I will not stop talking about it, man.
I
So
love
yeah,
it.
that's the vibes. Like nobody does that anymore, and so there is a price to it. So for me, that's why I love do it actually, because nobody does it. So I do it.
Yeah, man.
Mhm.
We're gonna have to pull up,
So
man. We'll have to do it.
I will say a croissant. I will say the croissant will be because the croissant takes like the minimum to do a real top 100% 10 is 2 days. It's a 2 day steps croissant. People doing it in 3 days, but you can do it in 2 days. As
Mm,
fine as perfect, but it take like a time, um, temperature, a feeling. You need to feel that dough, the butter. You talk to it, bro, for real. It's just like because I'm always been around music as well. So for me, it's the same. It's the same rhythm.
mm.
You see, you need to. It's a feeling to it. You see, like again. I haven't been in no school, so I don't know what you see those kind of beautiful term the French pastry has or French chef. The words is stuff I've been doing like I was probably 8 years old with my mom in the Caribbean island. Now they have a beautiful name to it. Probably they call it brunoise or they will call it bechamel. Is beautiful term the French like. But all that, by the way, all that beauty the French culinary, Michelin star, all those big entertainment factories, if I may call it, the French own them for a reason. It's same as it's like football as well. But if I may come back,
Mm.
honestly, it's the same. It's just like it's a movement that they all in together to allow them to do whatever they want in a way. So
Yeah.
yeah,
I see you as a
but I still like
revolutionary.
I, I still like my croissant because um as I was saying, every step, 10-minute step, is pretty much like a heartbeat.
Mm.
10 minutes, 10 minutes, 10 minutes, 10 minutes. You have to work on the dough, do something to the until it's ready and until it's put it in the oven. So I will say, as I will come back, the croissant was the big one. Because you have to have the patience, all that as well. It's just a feeling as well, So,
I like that answer
and
a
you need to
lot.
know, you need to know your ingredient too. Because again, it's not like just putting everything, flour, mix, and try to make a cake or something like that. It's same as music. When you have like those big, that you hear a hit, nobody will not tell you it's a hit. It's the same thing. You pay attention, you see it's the same thing. You just like you see it. It's the vibes. You can't describe the vibes, but it's by doing it you will understand it. You will understand it, the magic, the formula to it.
Mm.
So
Making a
yeah,
hit pastry is like making a hit record. Hmm.
yeah. Like I won't say that because it's a different level of understanding. Because people will not even
Art creation
compare those
process.
two.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, they will not compare those two different arts because lately food become an art kind of, but before it was a standard. Because for me, it's not about just a food make it like an art. It's the essential. If I come back on what I was saying earlier on, it's just like it's not about just doing the art to it. It's okay, I'm doing the croissant, but again, what make kind of like this croissant I'm making popular is because it got like a frangipan paste made out of cannabis, and just because that's how it started in a way, you see,
Mhm.
and it was filled inside together, and then you stop with pistachio,
It was
so
delicious. I got to
it's
taste it in
vegan on top
Vegas.
of it.
Yeah, when we met, I got to taste it, man. It was amazing.
Is So you see, and it's topped with pistachio. So and it's vegan on top of it. It's organic.
Hmm.
So all that is like is endless process. But when you taste it, I don't tell you anything about it. You taste exactly the same, to my opinion. Unless you say less. But yeah, like most people, that's what they will see in terms. You see, like the food is just like is how you make it. It give you the vibes. It's same as the plants. Because when you
Yeah,
put in
that
the
makes sense.
music in your head and you make it same as the listen, it's like is the vibes that we don't see. Simple as that.
Right. And we just feel it though. We feel it like Quincy Jones said,
Mm,
you can't see the music, touch the music. You know what I mean? You just feel it. Can't smell it. You feel it.
mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It's a part of it. That's why
Yeah,
I was
so
saying earlier, I really see you as a revolutionary. I see you as an artist. This is a fine art. You know what I mean? And you really
mm-hmm.
tap into the source on another level. You pushing forward. Health is revolution. You know what I mean? And so you pushing something forward that's healthy, it's good for the planet, it's good for the conscience. You infusing vibration into food and culinary items at such a high level. And I feel that's leading to the successes you've had. You know what I mean? You putting that frequency out there, and I just hope it goes as far as it could possibly go for you, man. For real.
Yeah, I appreciate that, King. For real.
It's good, man.
Respect
It's
for that
good.
400%.
It's international morality. You know what I'm saying? I get one in there for you. I slid that in.
Yeah.
Get you some points on the board, man.
I
Yeah.
told
But we
you.
gonna
I told you. I did told you for real.
yeah, man,
Well,
that's
that's good.
good.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, it's for real, man. And I think people are gonna continue to enjoy what you bring to the universe, man, and to the world and into this three-dimensional space for us to enjoy. And it's really dope, man. And I'm all the way in for you, man. And I think that we should circle back for a round two and do another interview at your space in London. We'll come out there and we'll sit
Yeah,
down
man.
and chop it up, and you know what I mean, and we'll do the part two then. In the
Anytime.
meantime, we're gonna
Anytime.
wind it down.
Yep.
Yeah, go ahead. No, no, no. Go ahead.
I
Go ahead.
see you.
Yeah, the connection is like boom, boom. So yeah, we're gonna watch how the show works though. Is we end the show where we take that song title and we come up with an on the spot movie pitch. So international morality as a movie, the biggest
International
budget.
morality.
Yeah, as a movie pitch, a quick
Thanking.
30-second movie pitch. Anybody can direct. It can have anybody in it. The only rule is that you got to put at least Viola Davis, Danny DeVito, or Snoop Dogg. One of them three has to be in it. And it could be any genre we want or anything. So, what do you think the genre would be for that movie? Thinking drama? Thinking comedy? What you thinking? Thinking action? Shit, I'm out of lost.
Say it
You there?
again.
What genre you think that movie would be? International morality.
W- Oh yes, we genre. Okay. Definitely action. No
Action.
doubt.
Yeah.
Especially in the world
Ooh.
with right now, it has to be.
Yeah, some action. Yeah, I'm thinking of who could direct that thing. Like, well, let's think and see. We got Shoe. Is it based in
Mm.
Europe? Is it on some Born Identity kind of shit? But with the pastries?
No, man. It's about like real life, man. Like
Yeah, come on,
in
bring it.
in
Yeah,
freedom of man. You know. Can
yeah,
you hear
we
me?
ideas. Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah, I'm just kicking. That's the brainstorming process. Sometimes you got to kick out a regular idea just so we can get the real idea out there. We vibe.
Exactly. It's a freedom of man. That's simple as that. Freedom.
Freedom of man. Okay, that's dope. Who you think is starring the movie with you?
Man, movies. It has to be like at least probably it's gonna be smoke inside the action movie still.
Oh yeah, so we're gonna have that Snoop Dogg in there smoking.
You give me a deal on like I'm the
Everybody.
perfectionist. To make a real
Yeah.
movie and I'm inside. It has to be like a big movie. So I need to think
Big
about this.
budget.
Trust me.
Yeah, and we're gonna
Yeah,
have to
for
go over
real.
like
On
every
that one, I
details.
need definitely to think about it.
Yeah, it's just a fun pitch,
Say
elevator pitch. Yeah, we just thinking on like a on the spot, just coming up with a premise, kind of just the premise. You know what I mean? Like you said, the freedom.
yeah, but
All right.
just like that, most people that will do movie they all dead. So right now, um,
I can see you with like a Zoe Kravitz or
probably let's
something,
say
man.
Snoop Dogg. Let's say Snoop Dogg then. Let's say we'll put Snoop Dogg doing something like
We need Snoop Dogg in an action movie,
definitely
man.
we
Uh,
put Snoop Dogg in it. We put Snoop Dogg doing it will do the job for real.
yeah. So we got Organic Liberty, Wizard, Snoop Dogg,
Yes, sir.
action movie directed by who's a big action movie director? Yeah, yeah, yeah,
You
yeah,
know
yeah.
them.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Who's a big oh yeah. My man Guy Ritchie. Yeah, we need Guy Ritchie on this. Guy Ritchie, directed by Guy Ritchie. So boom, you hear it right here. Boom, bam, Wizard, Snoop Dogg, Guy Ritchie directed action movie, Freedom. We tying it all in, real life shit. It's gonna be something, man. Um, Anybody want to produce that movie? Just holler at us right here on Industrial Shrimp Dopeness. It's as simple as that. It's been a pleasure to have you, my brother. You know what I'm saying? Looking forward to round two. Let's keep getting it, man. Let's
Anytime,
get
King.
these moments in. Hmm.
You already know. I already said it's
Let's
one
keep
love
getting it,
every
man.
time, anytime.
Yeah,
I
let's get
will.
it, man. I appreciate your time, my brother.